Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shango. Let's talk about the Insta360 LINK 4K AI powered webcam and the Osbot TINY 4K AI powered webcam. So about a year ago, Osbot released this Tiny 4K webcam, which is a webcam that allows you to do pan, tilt and zoom. It comes with a lot of features. I think the first time I saw it was on Unbox Therapy. So Lou on Unbox Therapy showcased this webcam and it was so amazing. Instantly I fall in love with it. But again, I didn't know the company, Osbot. Which company is that? It just seemed like a random company. The company doesn't have any reputation, so to speak. A year later, Insta360 comes out with a camera that's called the Insta360 LINK 4K AI powered webcam. To me, these cameras are very similar. When I said very similar, I mean they're actually too similar. Some would say or might say that Insta360 rip off Osbot. I don't know. Technology is technology. AI powered stuff is AI powered stuff. I cannot say that Insta360 rip off Osbot, but the similarity of these cameras are really canny. Like, if you look at the similarity, I'm going to put it on screen right now, with how similar these cameras are. It is ridiculous. Both cameras are 4K cameras. Both cameras have HDR in it. Both cameras have a pan, tilt and zoom feature. Both cameras can also be controlled via gesture. Both cameras, to me, and I'm just speculating, Insta360, I am not saying that you guys rip off Osbot. I'm just saying that the similarities are it's just too similar. Like, it's better because Insta360 had some features that are much better than Osbot, but as I said, the features are so similar. Like, even the gestures are very similar. The Insta360 though has some features. It has some different modes like top-down modes, portrait modes. It have whiteboard modes. It have a different vibes to it. But to me, it just feels like the same camera. It feels like Insta360 one-up Osbot. And the thing about this is that because Insta360 has a reputation, Insta360 can possibly sell more of these cameras. I'll say it feel a little bit wrong, so to speak. But again, that's technology. Tesla never made the first electric car. Tesla became the reputation when it comes to electric cars. So Osbot made this AI webcam, and now Insta360 has, I would say, adopted a lot of the style, and Insta360 webcam is better than Osbot one because it's been a year since Osbot released theirs. The technology, I'm sure, has improved over that time. So a lot of the features, like the top-down features, they have a top-down feature which is very similar to the iPhone top-down feature, which will be coming in iOS 16 and with the new iPhones, which it allows you to put the iPhone on your laptop or your desktop and it operates like a webcam. But it also have a view that them call desk view, which it use AI to give you almost like you're looking at a top-down on your desk, which is pretty cool. The Insta360 also have a mode that they call top-down mode, which allows you to put the camera on like a light stand or anything. Once you put the camera above, it actually uses the stabilization to keep the camera pointing down straight. So the Insta360 camera, based on what I've seen online, because I don't own any of these cameras, we have the Osbot right here and we have the Insta360 right here, and I'm actually going to superimpose these because I don't have any of these cameras. However, based on the reviews, based on what I've seen persons saying about these cameras, and not a lot of person got the Osbot camera. I saw Lou later from Unbox Therapy with the Osbot camera, and I think that's probably one of the few videos that I saw about the Osbot camera. But since the Insta360 camera release, and as I said, Insta360 has a reputation. Insta360 has given or has sent camera to a lot of the tech reviewers before. So they just sent out the Insta360 link to all the tech reviewers them, and everybody now is playing around with this camera. So it gives it more present. And this tends to happen when you have small companies and big companies. Apple did a very similar thing. Apple wasn't the first company that came up with a tracker. But when Apple released the AirTags, it literally cannibalized the market. I wouldn't say it killed Tile, but the Tile trackers are almost obsolete as far as I see it. I can't see somebody using a Tile tracker right now when, based on the Apple ecosystem, you are 10 times or 20 times more safer with an Apple tracking device, because there's so many iPhones out in the wild. Samsung also have their tracking device. I don't know how much that did actually sell, but I know that the AirTags are selling out like crazy. So again, Insta360 versus Osbot, says Osbot Tiny 4K versus the Insta360 LINK 4K, you could call it. The similarities of these two devices, it looks away. It looks really, really, really away. And I don't know, I guess that's business. That's just business, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, it happens to company, especially small companies that don't necessarily have the backing to push their product in the market. And it happens. Again, Insta360, this is not a knock on you guys. I don't know if you guys were working on the technology before Osbot put out their camera or whatever, but these two cameras are very, very similar. And I'm guaranteeing you that Insta360 camera will do well as opposed to the Osbot camera, because again, we have no understanding what that brand is or where that brand is from. While we have a lot of touch points, or we have seen Insta360 360 cameras and other cameras before, so it feels easier to purchase something from a company that you know already. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'm Shango. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. It actually helps the channel to grow so we can talk to more persons. Thank you, guys. Bless up yourself.